Good.
But you know, like I combine things. You know,
Right.
I'll
Yeah.
do a place and I'll make her stay on her blanket and I'll walk around the kitchen
Good.
island and.
Good. Freak. Good girl. I know I was testing you. Nice job, beautiful. Good. Ready? What's this stuff?
That is chicken gizzards and hearts.
Oh God! I shouldn't have asked. No wonder you like it. It's really good for you.
It's just muscle.
I know. It's just the innards like are strong.
You just buy them. They're cheap. You just buy the chicken gizzards and hearts. You stick them in the oven and you just cut them up into little bits.
It's actually a really good idea for treats, especially like that's like top notch, high value. Freak.
You know, I think it was like $1.70 something a pound.
That's not bad at all.
You know, we got 4 pounds, roasted it all. We got like 4 fat quart baggies of dog
Just
treats
froze it?
for $8.
That's not bad. That's actually a really good idea. Freak. And it's good for them.
Yeah,
Like it's raw meat. Well, not raw, but
yeah.
just about. Alright. Down. Good girl. Stay. Down. Good. Good settle. Free. Good girl. Down. Nope. Down. Yes. Good. So what you could, if your aim is good, free, is when you go to do that, if you notice she stops, mark her before she takes that next step to go down. And if you can toss, you might not have to toss her, Cookie. Like, let me see if I can do it. Down. No, you didn't do it. Come on, free. Down. That was really good. Yes. Good. See if I can do it. See what- Down. Stop. Yes. I didn't mean to say stop. I meant to say yes. Free. Good. Down.
Will you do leave-its like that? Like throw a treat and leave it? Or
Like, you mean if you don't want her to get it?
yeah, I'm saying is that too much?
It depends on her. So I wouldn't add that to the down like this just yet. Good. That broke up really grossly. Now I know what they are. I'm like, I was breaking them up earlier and it didn't bother me. Now it's bothering me. I was like, it's muscle. I don't know what my problem is. Free. You could. So like when she's in a down, you mean like to make it harder, like toss things so she doesn't take it even though she's in a down?
I just meant like when you do free and you throw the treat.
Oh, like to tell her to leave it.
Yeah.
Oh. I wouldn't with the free.
Well, not with the free, but in a similar style, not with
Yeah.
the command.
That would be the next kind of harder
Yeah,
leave
okay.
it. We can't even see if she's there yet. Ready? Leave it. Yes. So I wouldn't do it just yet, but do it like how I did. So I tossed it close where I could still block it. Leave it. Hey! Oh, it wasn't fast enough. These are probably really hard. This is a hard leave it. So at home, with the leave it, if that's too hard of a leave it for what she normally eats, just go back to reverting to what we did it with. And so if there's things in like out and about that you know she's gonna want, use it as a leave it training tool. So
Yeah.
she gets something else, she leaves it alone. Like sticks. I would start using sticks to leave it. Free.
Well, honestly, I've just been doing it to break her attention from anything.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's totally fine. Totally fine.
Like
It's-
my brother was visiting and she really wanted to be in his lap,
Okay.
you know, and
Sit.
yeah, I've been with visitors. I've been crating her
Okay.
when they come in,
Good.
and
Good.
then after she settles, I'll let her out in like 20 minutes or half an hour.
Okay, good, good. But yeah, I use leave it can be used for everything. Like she can be on a walk and she looks at a person, and if you tell her to leave it and she chooses you instead, that's great.
Yeah.
So most dogs that's hard to add to for the leash, but you definitely I think she could
She does it like without a doubt.
Good.
Like,
Yeah, definitely use it. So anything you say leave it to, doesn't matter what it is, she should ignore it and choose you instead. And if she does it, show her the treat, but lure her. So if like say this is the leave it way over here, I say leave it, but she doesn't respond. I'm gonna put a treat right to her and make her face me, and then she gets the treat as long as she's facing me instead.
Does she have to look at you or just face you?
Probably depending on whatever the leave it is. But when you go to feed, I just want it to be up. So if you wanted to do that, you can. It's the same concept. It's just this. Hey, lure up. Yes, then she gets it. And that can be fine too. Because what'll start to happen is when the next time that whatever it was, she'll ignore it and look to you instead, which is perfect, which is what we want.
We just have to get Potato to learn by osmosis.
Right? Do all this with him too. So moments when she's in her crate and it's his time, just read everything that you've learned with her, just teach it to him. There's no problem with that.
Yeah, he's really stubborn.
Right. And his is going to be a little harder too because he's in habits.
Yeah.
And he's stubborn in habits, so you're going to have to kind of really tweak how you train with him.
I mean, we do a little, he's gotten a little better.
Good.
But sometimes, like, I'll be training with her, because most of the time he just sleeps. You know, and then he'll be like, oh, treats? I want treats. And, like, pretty much all he'll do is sit. And, like, look, I'm sitting. Look at, I'm sitting. Give me a
This is what I
treat.
used to get cookies for free. Good girl. Down. No. Good. Down. Much better, yes. Good. So the times when she doesn't, she walks too far forward, just ignore it. So release her free, let's go, and then ask for it again. And then the next time she does it, give her a bunch of cookies. Like, yes, that's what I wanted. So jackpot's when she stops right when you say stop.
Well, I've also started, like, as it's starting to get warm, starting to do stuff in the backyard, too.
Good, good.
Because I really, she does not listen as well, like outside in the backyard. But.
Right. Good. Yep, start doing that. But if you notice she's really distracted, just make it easier. So kind of revert back to the really easy stuff she first learned, then make it harder when you go out. So you're kind of doing it gradually versus just expecting a lot right when you go outside. Because outside's way harder. There's more things on the ground, there's more sticks, there's more distractions, there's more smells and sounds. So it's definitely harder no matter what. What was that? Good. Free. I was noticing Laura, every time I came out like this, she'd start to break, and I wanted to see if she'd do it if I didn't say the word. And she didn't. Down. Yes, that was perfect. Oops, that was my fault. But good girl. That was good. You're missing like 3. Look. Right here. Should be beautiful. Over here.
She didn't have lunch.
Oh, she gets lunch?
Yeah, she gets fed 3 times a day,
Oh,
usually.
goodness. You get a lot of food.
Yeah,
I'm sure you need it. Down. I think I did that. I'm pretty sure our Dane got 3 a day until he was 2. Now I think about it.
Potato still gets 3 a day, too.
Really?
I mean, I guess we could, he's just used to it and he whines a lot if he doesn't.
Right. He's like, where's my food, Dad?
And we're home, so I don't see why not. I mean,
Down.
Potato gets
Yes. Good girl.
like
Free.
half a can of wet food and 2 cups of dry food 3 times a day.
Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah.
So he gets the right amount, just spread out. That's honestly a pretty good idea for the dogs that have really prone to getting bloat. Spreading out their meals with less in their body for it to slosh is a good idea.
Well, both of them had their stomachs stitched.
Tacked. Oh, you did the tacking? Okay.
I mean, our vet recommended, I don't
Right.
know what your thoughts on it are, but
It's like a 60-40. So when you get it tacked, there's 60%. What it does block is the twisting like crazy
yeah.
at that point. But their stomach can still do it, but it's less convulsing than if you get it tacked. They can still bloat. It's just, it gives you, when you have it tacked, you have a longer time to get them to the vet than if it's not tacked. So it's a little safer. But I've heard of convulsions still happening even if it is tacked, because over time it can kind of loosen and come out, which is scary. Yeah, these are pretty dry cookies. Might get heartbreaking. Because this is really hard. Like, it's very stimulating for them to do this. Because it's really, they have to control all their muscles to do something and not continue motion. But she's doing really good with it. Hang out. We're going to take a couple minute break again. Yeah.
Spread your drool around.
Yep, spread all over the room. I love you so much.
She doesn't look like a mastiff at all.
No, she looks like, honestly, just like a Dane.
Yeah.
She really does. Just like a Euro big Dane.
Like if I didn't like personally know her parents, I mean I don't know them, but like met both of her parents.
You would just think she's a regular. I agree. Like I showed, I think it was last week's video that I showed a friend, another trainer friend, because I was really proud of her. And she's like, what is she? I told her, I was like, she's a Dane Mastiff. I was like, was it mom that was a Mastiff, right?
No,
Dad, the other way around?
mom was a Dane.
Okay. I think I had it mixed up when I told her that. And she's like, she argued me. She's like, nah, she has to be full Dane. I'm like, no.
And
but she agreed.
the mom Dane wasn't even, I honestly think she was not even this tall.
Okay, I
Or
can see
maybe-
that. Most female Danes are pretty short. They're not tall at all.
Yeah.
The males are the giants.
Maybe she was about this.
I really don't
But I
see.
mean, when I saw her, she was like just after pregnant, so she was kind of like,
a little skinnier or bigger actually.
yeah, like
Still bigger. Yeah, you don't look like you have Mastiff in you. Really don't. She doesn't have enough droopiness or like wrinkles.
her chest isn't like.
Yeah, she's slender. Like she just took
she's
after
got,
the mama.
She's got the springy waist.
Yeah. You definitely just look like you're a European Dane. I think maybe a little bit just because her muzzle should actually be a little longer if she was a Dane.
Yeah, maybe she's
It's
a
kinda
little
more
squishy
short.
face.
But that's really it. Everything else is just looks like straight Dane.
You've
Yeah.
got giant floppy Dane ears.
Love it. I love her. I do. You are a good girl. And I'm glad you're figuring it out. Yeah. Good girl. So I'm doing sessions until the 9th, I think is the last day that I'm working. So just, I'll give you guys my phone number if you want. That way you can just text me because it comes faster than the email. Or I can even get yours, whichever way you work, and we can talk about it.
Here, what's your number?
219-204-0191.
01 what?
91.
219-204-0199.
91.
91.
I get to see you a couple more times. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Out in your environment where it's different. It's gonna be fun. Oh! And then to the girl that's replacing you, named Danielle. She's very, very similar to me, which is awesome. She does things similar too. So if you ever need like another one-on-one, like honestly, I would stick with her.
Okay.
I think either one of the girls would be good. She'd like Danielle. She's very calm and has a really calming persona, but she's also kind of animated too.
Mhm.
So I think it'd be good if you need it.
Oh, chippy, chippy.
Because that'd be good for her too, because this is like she knows the environment if you need like a refresher. And everything I've done with her is all written, and it can, if you do choose to do that, I'll share the playlist with her, and then she can see everything we've done too.
Okay. So, do you think I could take her to like the hardware store or something?
Yeah, we could totally try that. We could do a little, like, we could do a field trip like that if you want.
Yeah.
You can work her
I mean,
through it. Oh, hi.
do you think
That
I
was
should?
gross.
I should have her muzzled though.
Yeah, I would, just to be safe. Most of the time, most like the Home Depots and Lowe's, most people like, I love actually going to those stores with dogs because people are really respectful versus
No, I do
like
too.
the pet stores.
Yeah.
Oof, that was a gross burp. You feel good? You're making me hot again. I cooled off and now I'm sweating again
Just
because
stick
you're
your
putting
fingers
your body
back in the frozen.
You're right, just need
Yes,
to hold it. But yeah, I love doing those stores for socialization because people are really respectful. There's sounds and stuff in there that they don't hear often.
Yeah.
So it's good to kind of expose them to it because it almost creates a bulletproof dog because it's things that are really random.
Bangs
so then,
and
yeah.
crashes
So
and
other sounds are like,
beeps
oh, it's no big deal.
I mean, I've certainly brought her there before, but
Okay.
I mean, but before we did the training, you know, she like started barking at some guy. And,
Got really scared. Like,
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I always start in the parking lot. So, especially with how fearful she can be of people, you don't want to just walk right in the store. Like, that's never a good thing.
Right, no, usually I walk around to all the little
Good.
places where all the dogs pee.
Okay,
and let
good.
them sniff and
I even do heel work in the parking lot. So I spend a good probably 10-15 minutes or so, just keep, until I see she's really focused, then we'll walk into it.
Yeah.
But then I do inside or outside the front doors, I just walk back and forth. So that's starting out with exposing slowly. Then when you start to go inside, you might do like a slight little like 20 feet in and come back outside. And then next time go like 30 feet in and come back outside. Just so every time she gets scared or fearful, respond to that by going outside where she feels more comfortable and resets. Then go further the next time and just slowly push her over it without like freaking her out.
Okay.
Yeah. I can even a lab that I just finished his sessions with. We just went and we did the Home Depot. We did 2 trips. 1 week we just worked on the parking lot. We didn't even get inside yet. We just worked on getting his focus before then. He had never been into a store.
Oh, well,
ever.
she has lots of time.
Okay, so she'll be a little easier. His was he'd never even been in a store, and he was a little over 2, and it's just he was a stud dog for a not so good breeder, so he just wasn't socialized. And I can put those 2 videos together and show you kind of like you don't have to do as long as I do with those, but that'll kind of show you how to get them inside. When we first went into the store, he panicked.
I don't think she would. I think she'd be fine.
Okay, so you think it's just towards the people that
Well,
if they come too close.
I think that certainly there are things in the store that
Right.
would, like, if there's a bang or a crash, she'd get nervous, I've
Right.
noticed, but
Okay.
I don't think going in the store is going to make her nervous.
Okay, good. That's good.
Yeah.
So that's a little easier. I always do like a big lap. So most Home Depots, they have the garden stuff is right to the right.
Yeah.
So I literally walk in and go right there. And then kind of go around. I might do zigzags through the aisles. Yes, good girl. Good job. You didn't immediately bark when you knew there were people there. That was good. Yes, it was. And it was 2 men. Good job. But I'll do kind of like zigzags through the side aisles. Then I go through the middle. Sometimes I'll start in the very back. Just depends on how busy it is and what's going on. But if you notice signs of fear, that's just go further away from it. Mark and reward her. Definitely bring these. Or even peanut butter, like the really good. Oh, did I put my arm up?
She doesn't,
Yes. She's weird with peanut butter in public, right?
honestly, both
Yeah.
of them, peanut butter, like, it loses its allure pretty fast.
Okay, it's the licking it too much. So we can use this stuff because it's pretty high value. It's making her drool, which will be good. And even in those moments, if she's not taking the treats, just get away from whatever it was. And that might be a cue to go outside. She's pretty food motivated, so I feel like if she stops taking treats, she's real close to her threshold of what she can handle. Yes, good girl. So that's gonna be a cue to go out.
You missed it, Chip. He's
Hey, come
behind
here.
you.
Does she like to sniff a lot when she's on walks?
Not excessively.
Not excessive. Okay. Because sometimes when it comes to stress, a lot of dogs, they'll sniff to diffuse themselves and calm back down. So if she's getting like that in the store, just walking out and letting her go sniff the bushes might be kind of a way to kind of calm back down and reset. And then once you see her body's gone from kind of tense to she's back to neutral, then go try to go back inside.
Well, I've seen her react, like altogether react to stuff less, calm down quicker, like her hackles go up way less.
Yay! You're getting it, aren't ya? You're just making my day. Everything sounds like it's working. My plan is working. I knew it would, but it's still exciting to hear it does. Down.
I have never worked a dog as hard as I've worked her.
Yeah, she's a hard case. She is. But it's also a Dane thing. So from now on, when you get another Dane, it's all this again. But if you start this kind of stuff, the second you get your Dane, you won't go through this as harsh as she's going through it. So if you start those boundaries, the second you get that puppy, you're working, you're training, all these basics you're doing. You might see a little regression around her like development age, but nowhere near like this.
Yeah, next time I get a puppy, which will be in a number of years.
Right, a while from now. Down.
She or he will.
Yes.
I think there's going to be a lot more training you can just start training right off the bat.
Oh yeah, yep. Down. That's what we did with my Dane. He was in classes right at 10 weeks old. We got him at 10 weeks. We got him on a Monday, I think. He was in classes that Saturday.
Yeah.
Like we went boom. And then the next week was Christmas, so he had a week off. We met all my family members. He learned to be good there, but he's also still really young. And then he was in classes every Saturday the first 8 months of his life. Like we didn't stop. And then if there wasn't classes, he still went to the store. We still did the training that we learned in class. I didn't stop. And then I became more of a trainer so that he came to me with classes. He was my demo dog. So he just kept going his whole life. We were always doing something. Down. And it's the same with my puppy now. And she's only 6 months. And people think she's way older all the time because of how behaved she is. And it's just because I don't stop. And it's not constant. Like, I don't want you to feel like it's like 24/7 at home. Because even at my house, it's not. But I can't work with her, she's in a crate.
Right.
It just teaches her to chill. So now what she does, she's a little out more. She finds something to do when I'm not focused on her. So I've taught her, okay, you don't need my attention 24/7. It's only when I'm able to focus. Ready? But even training, it's not 24/7. It's really not. We do maybe 1 or 2 10-minute sessions a day, just refreshing, and then other times I see her do something, I'll say whatever the command is. She goes, run to the treat jar, get a treat. So it's pretty calm. So I don't want anyone to ever feel stressed about it, because it should be fun. You don't want training to be boring. It should be fun. Freak.
I feel like we've been doing more than
Down.
but which is fun.
Yeah, but with her with a behavioral problem, not doing. So it definitely is more. But it sounds like it's worked with your schedule and what you're doing, so it's not
Being unemployed, absolutely.
You're right. Free. Out bright side, COVID happening is a great time for this behavior to happen.
Right.
You have time to fix it. It's definitely more of a struggle when you don't have that time.
Yeah. I'll tell you,
Down.
I don't miss commuting.
Where'd you drive?
Boston.
Oof. Yeah, I don't blame you there.
I mean, I spent at least 3 hours a day commuting.
That's gonna be John in California. I feel bad. He said he's ready to do it though. I'm like, all right.
You said you're going to San
Down.
Diego?
Yeah, he's at Point Loma, so it's like, there's literally like, it's the bottom of San Diego, or California does this, and there's like a little gulf kind of.
Yeah,
Is that
that's
the
a huge
edge of
naval
that?
base there, right?
Yeah, yep. There's actually 2. So there's, I think it's all one, but there's distinctive just locations. The top is one, and the bottom's one.
Uh-huh.
And the bottom one is he's all maintenance, so he just works on call, which is gonna be really weird compared to what he's used to working. But our house is, if we're still trying to buy and we're having no luck, we're about to give up and just rent. But even renting, we're gonna be like an hour north.
Well,
so
San
you still
Diego is,
have to drive.
I was reading in some random article, one of the hottest markets right now.
It's bad. Like, houses are put up on Thursday, sold by Monday. And then we have a VA loan, so we're restricted. So if the house is being sold for higher than the appraisal amount, we can't get it because we won't get a loan that goes above that.
And everything is going above that.
At like almost 100 grand higher. Yes, good girl, Chippy. Oof. Good, you didn't bark. Yes. Good. That's a lot of people, baby girl, and you're not freaking out. Yes. I think they might all be waiting on me to say bye. Yes. Good girl. That was really good. And I got a video that we didn't freak out. Down. Yes. So even now when you ask her to down, instead of pointing, do up. So then it's going to really incorporate. If she's walking, doesn't matter. When you say down, it means go down. So it's all one thing. Down.
But are we eventually going to say stop, or are we just going to say down?
Either way. Honestly, you can do either way. So now she knows this. Like, I can even test it. Free. Stop. Yes. She's more responding to this than anything.
Uh-huh.
Ready? I do it again. Free. Cookies. Let's see if she knows those. Stop. Good. All the way. Yes. Good. That was good. Free.
She puts her elbows down, but she doesn't always put her belly down either.
Oh, that's okay.
That's okay.
I'd go for the elbows. But if you want it to be a defined stop, you can just literally hold until you see she actually like either puts her belly down or settles. But come here, stop. That was good, yes. Breathe. Oh, that was a good girl. Good girl. I didn't mean to scare you. I'm sorry. Stop. Nice. That was really good. Yes, it was. Free. Stop. You getting tired? she understands when to stop. So start saying stop when you do it. I was doing the down more so just because it's so the pink.
You want to get some water, bro?
Because you could still, here, drink, baby. Ready to get more? It looks like it might be all slobber. There's some over here. So when you're doing it with the hand up, I would say stop. And then you could probably still continue to ask for down the other way if she's not moving. And hold on, let me dump this one out and then I'll give you that one. Don't dump it, okay? Don't knock it down. This is literally all slobber.
Yeah. Yeah, I figure the bottom like third of any given water bowl is slobber.